Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this coffee cup reading. This coffee cup is for all Capricorn and it's for the month of September, a little bit over 2025. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. I'm just trying to establish this from there we go. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it helps you in knowing what's happening, what the heavens, the universe want you to know, what are important factors, what is hidden from you, and everything you need to know for September and a little bit over, because the coffee cup does determine when it wants to. The things that I might start talking to you about January next year, and that's up to it. So I deliver everything I see. My dear Capricorn, the coffee cup is magnificent, absolutely beautiful. So many changes I see happening in your life. So many incredible changes. As always, it's magnificent, and I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here and thank you all for your support in watching the videos, seeing them all the way to the end, doing a little bit extra a week for me. Watching 2 or 3 extra videos a week does support my health on a grand scale, like you can't imagine how much. And I'm in gratitude for those of you who are supporting me in that way. All you do is watch a little bit and then let it run to the end, and that is the greatest support you can give me. There's nothing else I want. Everything on this channel is free. Everything. I don't do anything where you have to go and pay extra or subscribe to the channel. It costs money. Everything is free, and I like to care for people that are out there so that they are able to see and get information for free without paying any money. Already life is taking so much out of everybody. I like my channel to be free, and the only thing I ask in support is those viewing times, because I don't have enough. My dear Capricorn, I wish you all the best in everything you're doing. I want you to be aware that this reading is going to be magnificent. I have a great feeling about it. I want you to know that prior to the reading, I do meditate, and I'm given a lot of information which I write down on a piece of paper, especially if you're new here and you don't know that. And then I deliver this to you at the end of the reading. So stay tuned. Let me put my glasses on and let us begin. All right. At the beginning, the first thing I see is a beautiful bird sitting on this magnificent bird. What is this? Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's like, it looks to me like a big giant parrot, like those, what do they call, macaws? That kind of big parrot. Now, this beautiful parrot, what could it mean? It's sitting in the midst of something else. Really magnificent what I'm seeing here. Okay. It does look to me like there is something hidden from you. Something is hidden, without a doubt. You can't really see it. But you will. I feel like your higher self is trying to tell you something. There's something about your intuition, your gut feeling saying something. You've really got to pay attention to it. Now, this bird that I see, this parrot, does suggest, and I see this also, there is a situation to do with expression, with what's being said, words that are being said, or something that's been said, or maybe even being cautious how you phrase your words and how to express yourself so that you're not misunderstood, so that there won't be any misunderstanding, so that there is leniency in the way you express your words, especially when there is something wrong or when there's something sensitive. You've just got to be that extra cautious. Okay. So expression. But the other thing is, the hidden factor is what is hidden from you is you won't believe it. What is hidden is what's pouring into your life and the doorways that are opening, bringing on so many blessings. And a few of those blessings are miracles, truly miracles. Your life will be exposed to blessings and miracles together. That's what's coming, and that's what's hidden from you, and that's what your higher self is trying to tell you. I do see a big owl here also. There's a big owl, and this owl surrounded by healing. Okay, so something's going to happen that's going to bring healing to your family. Family matters are here. The owl is also an omen of change and endings, end of chapters, end of situations, and preparing you for new beginnings. The owl is also about wisdom, and that means uniting your mind, your intellect, your logic when you're making decisions with your gut feeling together. They have to be unanimous when you are making a decision, especially if it is to do with buying business or investing money or anything to do with family. Also, family matters. So that's very important. The change around you is going to be profound. It's just inevitable. It's going to take place. And it might even bring some disruption, some conflict. It's not going to be easy, this change, but it is happening for your highest good. When this happens, you need to know that there is a resolution at hand. So don't think it's difficult or it's chaotic. How will I find a way? What is the way? There is a way out of something, that's for sure. I am seeing partnerships here. I'm seeing family healings also, but I'm seeing partnerships. In regard to partnerships, there is some fear affecting your ability to reach abundance, maybe. I'm trying to work this out. It's like, I feel like there is a partnership where everybody wants one thing and you're trying to sort of, you want the heavens or the universe to intervene and help you sort of get what you want, and at the same time get what you both want, but you and your partner. It's that kind of a situation. You really are trying to pray, manifest, and perhaps really want this. You want for both of you to get what you want, and not just you getting what you want, or not just your partner getting what you want. It's that kind of a situation. You might be even talking about it. There's a lot of conversation going on here. Your intentions are all about that. And timing is a main factor. It looks like in the middle of a season, but I don't know which season. What season is it in the middle of? Bear with me. This situation looks like it's going to happen in the Taurus season, which is in May next year. Yes, May. Around May next year. That's when you're feeling secure. That's when you're confident that everything is going well. It gets done. It really gets done. Around timing, I'm seeing May. I'm seeing May and I'm seeing Taurus, which is the Taurus time. And Taurus is April, May. There's someone reliable entering your life. Someone you can count on. Someone really wonderful is entering your life, and it's at that time. And there could be that the person that's entering your life is a Taurus. That could be also possible. But I am seeing great change coming. I'm seeing in the very near future, in fact a year from now, which I'm doing this reading in August for September, August till August next year. There's going to be a rebirth, a new way of life, starting over, transformations that are going to be profound. I mean, I know there are a lot of changes, right, in your life overall in different areas, but the actual renewal, it looks to me like where you're surrendering, you're awakening, the rebirth, all of it is taking place 1 year from now. Fundamental changes, like changes to your foundations. And there'll be so much. I'm also seeing November, so it could be that you will see what I'm talking about from November onwards. November. Or maybe it's going like a year from now is August. Maybe it's from November until November next year, like from now to November next year. So many changes, so many, but the fundamental ones, the ones that will move you, like move the foundation of your life, is happening a year from now. See, that's what happens with the coffee. It talks about a year from now. You have to be patient, and patience is going to bring you a lot of understanding. It's going to bring you a lot of balance in your life. It's going to bring you a lot of stability, but you need to be patient and perseverant and continuing until these doorways, one after another, are opening for you. Always use your intuition to get the success you want, to get the final success that is going to be overall, that because you've used your intellect and your higher self, your intuition, always together. Synchronicities are going to be profound, showing you how you're ranking up, showing you that a lot of healing is coming. But the heavens are saying wait, especially for something that you've wanted to do urgently. Wait, maybe not urgently, but intensely you want to do, wait. They're saying wait, just hold off. Hold off, not yet. There is someone really worried about everything. Maybe it's you worried about your family, about everyone, or there could be your partner that might be worried about everyone. There is someone wanting your love, wanting, you either want to be loved, or somebody wanting love or wanting to be loved. There's that there also. There is someone there is a situation where there's a lot of fear, and there is someone apologetic, like apologizing. So all of that united, you'll understand what's going on. This is all saying to me that you need to achieve balance. Some certain balance is needed. Good judgment is needed. Good management is needed in this area where there's fear and where there's apologies. What is needed is balance so that you can control this area of your life. That's very important. And if this applies to you or your partner or someone in your family, someone connected to you, there'll be many ideas, many experiences, but you need to compromise to secure anything. You need to cooperate. You need to be able to be flexible, to be, even reconciliations to some degree. It shows you need a lot of that so that you can put things into order. Talking about order, I see truth, I see fairness, I see justice. I also see that success comes from those things, from the truth and the fairness, how you play your cards, how you are working in your life. Being fair and just will give you all the justice you need. But justice is needed because I do see a lot of obstacles and I see challenges. I see the changes that are taking place are to remove these obstacles. In fact, talking about removal, there is something being moved out of your life. Something is leaving your life. It could be someone or a situation, that's for sure. Self-protection is needed, especially when you're dealing with someone that is too, I won't say two-faced. I will say they're not two-faced. They're dual-natured. Like sometimes they're positive and sometimes they're negative. Sometimes it's yes and sometimes it's no. With this person, you really need to protect yourself because you can't count on they're not stable. They're not a stable person. And talking about that, there is the removal of maybe either this person or someone from your life. I do see something like the tower, something collapsing, some sort of removal of a situation that is, there's no future, there's no learning anymore, there's nothing you can do. It's out of your hands. It's actually, it was challenging all the way, and then all of a sudden something happens and it removes this situation. For some people, in some cases, in some areas of the world, it could be a natural disaster where there is grief, where there is something that's breaking or being removed. It could be relationships, it could be lives. But there is some disaster. But in the overall, to be honest with you, in the overall situation, I'm seeing the collapse of something that no longer is beneficial, no longer can work. So I see that very strong. And you need to really understand this and take action so that you can put an end to trouble. This was a very troubled situation. Maybe it was a very hectic one. Maybe it was a karmic one. Maybe it was a business that was just taking out of you and you were just losing. Maybe it was just suffocation. Maybe it was a relationship that was the wrong relationship, but you were stuck. And maybe it was a relationship that went sour after a while. Maybe it was working with someone that you were overcommitted. Maybe the debts, maybe you had so many debts. It was something so suffocating that it's over. And the divine timing is now. Stability is coming now. Evaluation of everything is coming now. Something reaches a dead end. And I think it's happening around November. Again, November is shown. So I saw November before. I'm seeing November again. And it could be, between the middle and the end of November. Actually, it could go into also from mid-November to the end of December. Let's just say that. It's happening within those time frames. You need to be patient because you will see that your restlessness, your desires are all going to be met by the elimination of something that was hectic, horrific, overwhelming is removed, and you become independent again, you become free in a way, and optimistic again. So whatever is happening is being gone. And there's the justice again. So I do see justice for you again, or you could be dealing with a Libra. There's a scale here. I see a lot of integrity and a lot of justice. That's what the justice actually talks about, the scales. And it is connected to people that are Libra. Someone that takes responsibility for their own actions, and you might be actually in that position. Maybe this is showing me the reality of what Libra stands for, or what justice stands for. Libra and justice are the same thing. So every action that you will take will have an effect. So you've really got to decide well to be able to move forward well. I do see agreements, contracts, legal matters all getting resolved, and everything is going to be in your favor if there are lawsuits. I do see that you are paying attention to detail. In fact, you got to pay attention to detail. If you're not, you can't afford not to, because accuracy is very important, especially hard work that you have done, money that you've invested. You need to really look at everything deeply and be cautious. Even if you get professional support, so that you are cautious with money and so that everything works to your advantage and there is no incorrectness, there is no losses, there is no signing documents. You got to be 100% eye for detail, looking at the deep print and seeing everything. A lot of prosperity it begins for you, and it will continue on. From September, you will see a lot of things sort of coming to not an end, but I see like money becoming more available for you. Financial relief, September onwards. A lot of contentment, a lot of support from everyone around you, security and growth. I also see very loving energy from the heavens around you. A lot of material harvest, living a life of wealth and luxury seems to be predetermined. It's coming, like I don't know when, but it's coming after. Maybe it's coming. It depends on the year you're born, of course. I could determine that, but because this is for every Capricorn, I would say it's from December onwards. A lot of money is becoming available, even money to invest in new ventures. So that's where you have to be very cautious and resourceful. A lot of resourcefulness and a lot of diligence is needed when you are trying to put money into any kind of anything. Try to do it, whatever you do, try to stabilize everything, because we don't know about the stock markets in the world today. The way the world is, nothing is 100%, especially if you're investing big money. I would suggest invest in something that is 100%, like property, something that you know it will not collapse, something that is not risky. That's what I'm saying. But you are rising above money. I can see you have got a lot of money, and you're getting a lot of money, and you're rising above money issues. You're becoming very powerful. And for many of you, the business that you are in, if it was slow, it's taking off and you're making a lot of profits, which is great news. I'm also seeing a lot of spiritual growth. Some of you even looking at careers in spirituality, care, healthcare, life's purpose, supporting others. There's supportive roles here. Be confident in your ideas, especially if you've got special ideas that keep coming in your mind, and it will help you bring on the necessary changes. Your ideas are going to be very supportive. Do talk about them. I am seeing an end of a very difficult cycle, a very, that's the word, difficult, a very complicated cycle is ending, and after this ending, a large sum of money, an unexpected sum of money comes your way. With this money, you're able to travel. I see vacation, I see a change in your home. You're bringing on or doing a change in your home. You might be changing your job, buying your own business, perhaps even. That's how big this money is. But there is a great sense of peace and fulfillment together, united. This is making you feel so fortunate, so comfortable, so lucky. And I feel like there's a lot of rewards coming for all the hard work you have done. You're taking your first step now in something. There's a new step being taken, a new beginning. And this is giving you a sense of freedom somehow. It might be starting your own business where you work less maybe and you are more free. Freedom is there, and taking a new step into something new. Maybe you've got the right to be spontaneous where you didn't before. You were tied down to something. So there's a lot of freedom. Freedom from a lot of responsibilities. Freedom from restriction, that's for sure. And now it's like you've reached a stage where you are certain whatever you do is going to succeed. So there is a great victory here. You've triumphed and you've got your victory, and your hard work is going to pay off. I also see some of you are in the process of buying maybe some sort of a transport. Could be a transport business. Could be buying your car, new car perhaps. But I do see that you've got to be, whatever you're buying, if it's a business, a transport business, I just feel like you've got to establish some sort of ground where you can explore that everything is according to what it's being said. That's what I'm trying to say here. Because I'm seeing that maybe don't take everything at face value. Maybe to go deeper and investigate before you do. This is to do with some sort of a transportation. I do see again freedom for you. There is something that's giving you freedom. There is a sense of wanting to travel. Some of you are wanting to travel by road, like taking a long drive, sort of like, like a long trip, a very long trip, a vacation, but by road. That looks also possible. Some of you could be buying an RV or a caravan, something like that, I suppose, or a business like that also. I am seeing that there is a decision calling for you to make in regard to partnerships. Again, it could be relationships or partnerships. There is someone wonderful. And for some, there is the beginning of a great romance, that's for sure. There is a lot of attraction. To the point where you are concerned that this person, you might be, okay, this could be either you or you might be concerned about the person. Okay, I'll tell you what that means. It could be you yourself that you've got to leave home in order to be with someone, or you could be the parent of a child who's an adult now, and they have met someone to the point where they are going to leave home, and you're concerned about losing your adult child. Or it could be happening to you. That's what it looks like to me. Two different scenarios. Don't forget, Capricorns, there's all kinds of ages, all levels. So there's those young ones who are about to leave their home and go and explore and maybe take a long vacation with someone and, pack their bags. And their parents could be worried. Or you could be a parent, a Capricorn parent, and one of your oldest children is planning to go away with someone, and you're concerned about that. There is that. Either way, there is a decision about leaving home, a decision about starting fresh in a new relationship with someone, or partnership for some. But there is a great decision that's going to be made, and it looks to me, it is around love. There is unconditional loving here. So maybe even if it's your child, you might be saying, I love you unconditionally. You're okay to do that. Just be extra caution, always letting me know what's happening. There is you, maybe as a Capricorn, falling in love with someone that you will find unconditional loving with this person. And this is the love of a lifetime. You get to know that. That's what I'm seeing. And you are making big decisions in regard to this love, because you're realizing this is it. This is the real thing. You're certain. There's so much grace and gratitude that you're feeling, you will be feeling, especially when you're meeting someone that is such a powerful someone, that they have great leadership qualities within them that you will adore. In fact, this person is changing your life on a grand scale. And it's like, in a way, you feel like this person deserves more than you can give them. Like, that's how much you are in gratitude. It's like you've met someone that is the best that you can have ever met, that you've ever met in your life, that kind of a person. In fact, it's a soulmate kind of a situation. To me, it looks like this is your soulmate, because you feel like overwhelmed. You don't know. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to feel. It's just overwhelming. And slowly this is turning to an amazing, incredible, magnetic connection where you don't want to part from each other. Maybe that's why you're building and starting fresh somewhere else, perhaps, or extending your home, perhaps, your current situation. But there is a renewal of life, that's for sure. There is a start of a new love, a new life. And you are going to be loving who you will become because of this person. There's a certain delightfulness that you feel when you're around this person. And then wonderful things are taking place in your life. Just incredible. Incredible. And to you, nothing is more important than love. You're taking that overall, being like you're prioritizing your happiness and love, because you're finding real love. You're shifting your focus from business, money to love. And this is really amazing. Now, this could be concerning like someone, or it could be concerning yourself. I'm seeing here the people that you're dealing with on a very high scale are air energies, and Aquarius being number one. Very strong Aquarius. 1, 2, 3, 4 Aquarius. There's Gemini also. Gemini, Virgo. Gemini that has Virgo in them. Virgo is earth. Gemini is air. We're talking about air energy. And there is Libra. For sure there's Libra. 1 second. I'll just bear with me, my dear viewers. I'll just take a sip of water and I'll continue on. I didn't want to cut it. Glasses back on. And okay, so that was the air energy. The number one seemed to be Aquarius. Number one. That's very important. Now, the second one, we talked about the air energy. Now I'm seeing the fire energy here. And the fire energy, there's strong fire Aries leading the way. There's 3 Aries, 2 Sagittarius, and 1 Leo. So fire energy, Aries leading all the way. Water energy, very strong again. And I got Scorpio leading the way. There's 1, 2, 3 Scorpio. There's 2 Pisces. 2 Pisces and 1 Cancer. As for earth energy, the earth energy, I have Virgo. Oh my God, Virgo, Gemini. Like I had the Gemini before, air with Virgo. So we're talking about you're dealing with a Virgo Gemini. If their sun sign is Virgo, that's all you know. They've got Gemini in them, which will make them great communicators and multitaskers. If they are born Virgo, they have Gemini. If they're born Gemini sun sign, then they've got Virgo within them. So that gives them stability, which is wonderful. All air energies do need earth within them. So when an air energy has got earth already, that gives them great stability. The next one is double Capricorn. There's 2 Capricorn and 1 Taurus only. As for the Chinese years, I'll go through them very quickly. I see the tiger, Chinese year of the tiger. What is this one here? The dog. Chinese year of the dog, very strong. Tiger and dog here, very strong. Then the third one that's very strong is the horse. Chinese year of the horse. Then I see, which is next year, 2026. And then I see Chinese year of the pig here. The pig, the snake. Chinese year of the snake. Chinese year of the ox, buffalo. Chinese year of the dragon. And the ox and the dragon, they go exceptionally well together. Then I've got the rat. Chinese year of the rat. The rat goes amazingly with the goat. Chinese year of the rooster. Sometimes I feel like some of you, when I'm going through this, I feel some of you saying, it's amazing. I feel this every now and then, saying, okay, but who goes with this? But who goes with the goat? Who goes with that? Like, you know? And then I start saying that. And then I remember that other people don't like this to go too much into it. So I don't know how to please the masses, but I try to do. When I remember it, I try to say it. So yes, the rat goes perfectly with the goat. Then comes the rooster. the rooster is here, and the rooster goes perfectly with the monkey, and it goes great with the rat. Now, then you've got the dragon. I'll go back, okay? The dragon goes beautiful with the snake, the ox, the dragon, the ox, and the ox or buffalo goes well with the dragon. The dragon goes amazing with the snake. The snake was there. Then you got the pig. The pig goes beautiful with the pig goes beautiful with who? The horse, and there's a horse there. There's a few horses there, and the pig goes with the horse. The horse goes beautifully with the snake. Then there's the dog. The dog goes beautifully with the snake, and it goes beautifully with the buffalo, and it goes incredibly well with the rooster. And then the first one that I ever saw was the tiger, the strongest tiger. Tiger goes great with the ox, buffalo. Tiger goes well with also with the pig. And who else? There's one more that the tiger goes well with. I'm trying to remember. The rooster. It goes very well with the rooster. Okay. Now I'm going to go into everything that has to be delivered is over here. Glasses off. We don't need the glasses. Right. It says disturbances and chaos. Okay. I did see that, my dear Capricorn. I did see that there are disturbances and there is some chaotic situations happening. And that was when I was talking about the removal of something in your life. This part here, where there is some shakeup, where things are, someone or a situation is being removed from your life. That's the first thing I saw. So it's here, disturbances and chaos. Promise of renewal. This is happening because there is a promise of renewal. There's a new renewal, that's for sure. A new life begins for you. Victory and harmony comes afterwards. So this is happening for your highest good. At the time, you might not know it, but you will know it later, that this removal of someone from your life, or you being removed from somewhere that was too much or hectic, is going to bring you a great victory. I saw the victory all over your cup. Victory and harmony, peace and harmony. So that's great. The heavens and the universe are planning a path of love and joy, filled with love and joy. The heavens and the universe are planning a path for you, filled with love and joy. That's gorgeous. That's wonderful. There's something about youthful love. That was very bizarre, actually. I hardly ever get something like youthful love. Something about youthful love. You might be falling in love with someone much younger than you. Youthful love is there, okay? Or it could be that adult child that I was saying, leaving home. They're, a youthful who, somebody like your child, your adult child falling in love with someone. It could be that too. It is possible, especially if you're like a Capricorn in your 60s. It is possible. Or even in your 50s. Okay. Now, the next one, love your well-being requires. Let me just see 1 second. Sometimes I can't even read my own writing. Love plus your well-being requires. That doesn't make sense. Okay, it says love and your well-being is required. So taking care of your well-being is very important. Love, youthful love. Yes, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm trying to work it out. Love, and then I've got love and probably. And your well-being is required or requires. Okay, required probably. Trust yourself. Have faith in yourself. Trust yourself. It says someone or something special. Either someone special or something special is happening for you. Something about July. So July, I had the sevens all over the place. I was talking about freedom, remember? And that was connected to July. Maybe by July next year, something miraculous takes place. July is also connected to people that are either Cancer or Leo. So this could be talking about someone, maybe. This someone special could be born in July. That is also possible. Someone special or something special in July. The other factor is October, Libra. Remember I said there was Libra here? There was a lot of sevens, which I was connecting to, not July, but I was connecting them to freedom. But now we've got also October. Something big might happen this October. October, something major might happen. And October is connected to Libra and connected to Scorpio. Then we got Capricorn. I was giving Capricorn, which is you, of course, but there might be something about someone that's got Capricorn in them. It could be someone July born that might have Capricorn in them. It is possible. Or Capricorn can be the Capricorn season, which is between the end of November and December. And I did talk about that time, didn't I? I said until December. I saw November all the way to December. Something big's happening. And then Chinese Year of the Goat. This could be about someone that's Capricorn goat or the goat, born in the Chinese Year of the Goat, or you could be buying a goat farm. It could be, or breeding goats. Okay. The next thing is about all the names I was given, all the initials of people that you will be dealing with on high levels. All the ones that are given 3-4 times, that's just the intensity of the amount of Capricorns I'll be dealing with those letters. And every letter has its own value. Starting with 3 times I was given the letter B for butterfly or butter. Twice I was given the letter Y for yellow or yes. Twice I was given the letter U for umbrella. Twice I was given the letter E for elephant or eggs. Twice I was given the letter M for money or Morocco. Twice I was given the letter W for winter or willow. Twice I was given the letter for V for victory, Venezuela. Twice I was given the letter R for rooster or rabbit. Twice I was given the letter F for fox. Twice I was given the letter X for X-rays, or it can be also sh, like Sean, Sheila, shield. Very important to know that. Twice I was given the letter S for sweet. Then I got D. These are all ones. D for donut or dog. L for love. A for Antarctica. C for Canada. T for tiger. G for green or grass. I was given number 9. Number 9 is connected to September. This reading is about September. Something big's happening in September. Now, what does the 9 stand for? The 9 stands for, first, Chinese Year of the Monkey. You could be the monkey yourself or dealing someone that is born Chinese Year of the Monkey. It is connected to September itself, the month. And I'll tell you in a moment what else. But I will talk about the 9 being September. People born in September are Virgo or Libra. Very important. Libra keeps repeating. Now, 9 is connected to a challenge that you will have to overcome to end a chapter. It is also an ending, and it's also about abundance and entertainment that comes after the ending. That's what it stands for. And it's starting all in September for you, and all the way, maybe September and then 9 weeks into September onwards. Forward, that this will continue. Overcoming a challenge, ending a challenge, abundance, receiving abundance, and entertainment, traveling, entertaining, having fun, and enjoying life. And that is the end of your reading. My dear Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Your feedback is always great when you put the points together, especially about the signs. And I love reading that. Thank you for your support. Please keep watching as much as you can in support of me. Just put them on, watch, and let them end by themselves if you get bored. That means a lot to me. I do wish you the best of the best in everything and every step you take. My best sincere blessings. Love, light, peace. Namaste.